Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Subsistence. As you can see here, we just have our stove and things turned off. We are going to head up to the outpost for a while and let the base just kind of generate power on its own. We are going to head up there, do some hunting, do some looting. Hopefully, we can find some more ores, visit Ore Rock a bunch of times. I'll do a lot of that off camera, hopefully, and we can try to find some stuff that we do need. We're very close to having enough stuff and enough power to be able to craft the wheels, but we're going to need more stuff for the seat and the electronics, and we just simply don't have the biofuel to run the generators like we need to produce the power to keep this or to get this thing going. Something else we're going to have to do is we are going to have to um, work on getting some parts, some black crystal, things like that for the repairs that we're going to need to do. Hopefully we can get this thing built first before we worry about repairing it. But yeah, there's that. I do apologize if you hear my laundry in the background. Apparently, my husband left some change in his work pants or in the pockets of his work pants, and it ended up in the little spinny part, I'm not sure what that's called, of the washing machine. And yeah, it's being very, very noisy at this point. So maybe we'll remember to try to dig that out of there. He's really good about not leaving anything in the pockets of his work clothes, so I very rarely ever have to, check them for anything. So, yeah, apparently this time he just simply forgot it or, didn't realize it was there. But, so that happened. We'll have to dig that out of there. It's the second time this week, actually, that I've had to dig a quarter out of there. But it is what it is, and hopefully we'll get that taken care of. It just makes it a bit noisier. It doesn't really affect the ability to get the clothes clean or anything like that. I'm sure you guys, most of you know that already. But anyway, let's start heading out toward the outpost. Gonna take most of the day to get there, hopefully. I want to do lots and lots of looting if there's anything around to loot. I do want to try to kill several animals. We don't need the meat as much as we need the fat. I did end up killing, 8 or 10 wolves yesterday, or in between episodes, sorry. And we ended up with quite a bit of biofuel. We ended up with about 80 pieces or 80 units of biofuel. So that was quite nice, after it was rendered or whatever. It was quite nice to have all of that. So yeah. I do think everything is off at the moment at the base. Very, very hopeful anyway that it's off at the moment. Should we just run back and check really quickly? So I'll tell you guys what I'm having for a sort of a lunch. It's not very healthy, I guess, really, for lunch. But I'm having some little smokies in the barbecue sauce and grape jelly mixture. The barbecue sauce that I use is Sweet Baby Ray's, the honey barbecue. And I use, Smucker's grape jelly. Mix equal parts of that. And add your package of the little cocktail weenies. And, let them do their thing until they're really, heated through. They're very, very yummy. So I will be taking some of those to my mom's for her for lunch as well when I finish recording this. But she really enjoys them as well, and I just simply do not have the need for an entire package of those for myself because there's no way I would eat that much or could eat that much for that matter. But anyway, so coming in we have 0.4, going out we have 0.23, which is 0.11 each for the fridges. But I've been told that there's other numbers, out this direction, and that it rounds up to 0.23. If you have two fridges with the power saving upgrade, there's that. It does round up to 0.23. So don't be confused like I was the very first time. I did not realize what was still, on because, of course, 11 and 11 is 22. So I didn't realize what was on, causing that to be, more of an issue. So hopefully the base can generate 4,000 power. That would be lovely. Hopefully we can come back with nearly a full stack of biofuel. And that would also be nice. We could get this ATV up and going, hopefully. I do need to worry about getting 2 more heavy bolts crafted in the lathe, but that's not a big issue. Simply just don't have the resources, guys. Very, very sad that we don't have enough resources to be able to get this done. So, I don't see anything at all right now, really. So, probably going to need a fuel brick tonight. Going to grab as much plant fiber as possible and get some fuel bricks crafted for being at the outpost. Because, we're going to need that. Okay, so there's a wolf, I think. No, that's just the end of the tree. Right there, I thought that was a wolf, but it's just the shadow or the color of the tree limb or the branches. Okay, so let's get up here and hopefully we can find some loot. There's usually a crate up here. More often than not, it's a locked crate. But there's usually a crate somewhere up here around this arch rock. It's very pretty, by the way. And, oh dear, there's also a bear there. Most of the time. So Rob, I think it's Rob 52, left a suggestion in the comments that he would like to see, whoa bear, whoa, that he would like to see, a couple of workbenches put up in the towers with some of the glow sticks and all of that, placed up there. Different colors would be nice as well. I think they mentioned that. But I did end up taking my workbench upstairs last night and, just seeing what it would look like. It's very, very pretty, and if I don't forget to do it, I will try to include a picture of the one workbench in the first tower that we've been working on for the most part, and let you guys, see what you think about it. It's very, very nice. Very, very pretty in the dark as well. Definitely will look very, very nice when we get, all of them up there, get 3 or 4 of them crafted. We might even put a couple, maybe on the second story as well, and just have that light coming out of the windows. I think that would be nice, especially at night. Very, very pretty. Okay, so we have our first piece of fat. Very lovely. It did take quite a while to get to the first piece of fat, that's for sure. I do want to turn the hunters back on very soon, guys. I do miss that. I miss the bases. I miss being able to raid them. I miss the rogues being out. It just gives you a sense of, not a sense of peace, that's for sure. A sense of danger, really, in the game. I know that there are animals in the game, and that's pretty dangerous as well, because, most of our deaths are to animals in the game. But, yeah, I really enjoy having those hunter bases on. It definitely adds to the game. And I know there are some of you guys that don't like to play with the hunters on, Beach Bum being the one that I know the best, who does not like to play with them being on. She just likes to build and, have fun. And that is great as well. This game does give you that option, guys. You don't have to worry about anything except for the animals if that is your choice. You don't have to worry about the hunter bases at all. Okay, so we do have a couple of blueberries. I'm just going to eat those because we do need them. We need the fruits and veggies, that's for sure. Not seeing a ton of loot today, guys. Not great at all. Okay, so I just want to head down this direction just to make sure that there are no loot crates down this way. And then we'll head back over toward the central pond where Scotty had built his base. So there's that. If I don't get lost, I tend to get lost down here a lot. I've not really been in the valley very much. I've never really built here. I know that this is a great location to build, and I've never really done that yet. Maybe we'll build there at some point. Maybe we'll build an outpost here at some point. I don't know. But, okay, that was a bit weird. The sheriff's car came past my house. At least he didn't stop here, right? We do need to get a bit more familiar with this area. I would like to know more about it, you know, as far as where everything is. I know Beach Bum brought me on the grand tour down here and kind of showed me where you can find locked crates and that kind of stuff. But I would like to get a bit more familiar with it as well, because I've only been in here, you know, just passing through most of the time. Not really looting a ton down here. Okay, so let's go ahead and wash our hands. And this is a great place to get attacked by rogues. For the most part, they come down here and go fishing, especially if they have built anywhere, or if they've placed their campfire anywhere in the valley area. You can see them down here most of the time fishing. Okay, let's get back up here to the bow. We don't need the shotgun out right now. I don't feel that much in danger. But you never know, guys. There could be a lot of danger just lurking around behind this rock, for that matter. Would be nice. And it is nice to have the shotgun so close by. We did have one of the bases built down here. I think the alpha base built down here in the first season. But I couldn't even tell you guys where that was. I really have no idea where that was even at. I know it was just, you know, over the hillside, because it was kind of an awkward location to get a good shot on them. So there's that. But other than, you know, that and then just passing through, we've never really spent much time in the valley. Like today, we just passed through. We didn't really, you know, explore very much. We didn't try to find any loot there. I do want to head over to Ore Rock just to make sure we get over there today and see if there's any ores there. We're doing pretty well with that. We're getting a piece here and there. So there's that. Okay, ooh, a locked crate. Just happened upon one. I really wish there was another way to get into these things, like jumping on them, or I don't know. I've told this several times, guys. I do believe that the people that live in my neighborhood, or at least a couple of the people that live in my neighborhood, could get into that with like a hairpin and a piece of bubble gum, and you know, they could definitely break that lock. There's no way that would be secure loot around a couple of people in my neighborhood. Of course, they're not all that way. Most of the people that live here are very, you know, upstanding citizens and all of that, but there are a couple people who definitely get into that for sure. Okay, so we have made it to, oh no, that was the one ore that I needed as well. So we've made it over here. Let's just have a little look and see what type of ores are actually on this rock, because we need zinc. Zinc is very, very important. We've turned off all the mining drills back at the base so we, you know, could generate power. So we're going to have to find our zinc some other way. We're definitely going to have to get out and loot it. That's for sure. And we've not found any of it today except for just on this rock. A couple of pieces here. It's very nice. We've gotten 6 pieces so far. 8 in total now. We need 12 pieces to make 2 heavy bolts. I think we only need 6 pieces each. I'm just going to have another little go around and just make sure we're not missing anything, because I would really hate to leave zinc behind. And we do have blood on our hands, so there's that. Okay, let's just get, ooh, copper. And that sounds like a bear. Don't want to deal with that. black bear, not too dangerous. But I really don't want to use these shotgun rounds. That's the whole thing. Like, I have ammo. I could probably kill the bear without dying, hopefully. Ooh, more zinc. Definitely pays you to stick around this rock for a bit. I could probably kill the bear without dying, but I don't want to risk using the ammo and needing it. Okay, we don't want to go that direction. We want to go this way, I think. Whenever there's the bear. I want to go away from where we are. Let's just check the map just to make sure I'm heading in the right direction. I am not. So I need to go west. And I think that's the direction of the bear. There's generally a bear always, either a bear or a wolf around the rock, very, very close to the rock. Ooh, a crate. Very nice. Hopefully there's something nice in here. Biofuel would be nice, but that bandage is also great loot. There was a cottonseed in there. We haven't gotten a cottonseed in a while. Very, very nice. Okay. So let's head down to the water's edge and wash our hands. No need to get completely in the water to do that. We'll see if there's any great loot down here on the beach. There's usually a crate on the beach and a couple of wolves or a bear at least on the beach as well. But I'm not quite sure it'll be here because we haven't been down here in a while. So I'm not quite sure that there will be a crate over here. The wolves, you can definitely count on them. Ooh, there's a crate just up there. You can definitely always count on the wolves to be here. They don't mind at all being here. Oops, sorry about that. I did not mean to do that. Got a little carried away reaching for the one key, my keyboard. Okay, and let's get this crate. Ooh, let's wash our hands first, and then we'll get this crate up here. It's a building crate. Not complaining. We need more nails. We have lots of meat that we can cook tonight as well. So there's that. We have enough plant fiber to make a fuel brick and a half. There's another wolf just on the beach. That's lovely as well. We do need the fat. I am not complaining about that at all. Hopefully we have enough fat to be able to come home with a full stack at some point. So I guess this is the never-ending search for fat because we are desperate for it, guys. We are so desperate for fat. It's not even funny. Come on, Wolfie McGee. I did craft a few extra arrows. I can probably clear up a spot in my inventory now for most of them. But I do have a couple of extra arrows. This was always my intention for the day. I did spend several in-game days preparing to come up here. Finished crafting the advanced mechanical parts that we did need. This game just looks so empty without my huge base built up here from season 1. It was always my intention to get out here today. We've spent several days preparing to get up here, just so we would have everything we need. I did craft lots of arrows. I crafted 50, so we didn't have a ton of arrows in our inventory to begin with. My outpost is just up the hill. You can see the roof from here and part of the wall. So I am going to grab just a tiny bit of wood from this tree in the event we need more fuel for the fire. If not, I'll turn it into planks and bring it home with me at the end of the stay here, because we're going to need lots and lots of planks as well to build that roof that we're working so hard to get done. I could build that out of glass, and if the season continues for a bit longer after we get the ATV, then I will definitely work on that. It just takes a lot of resources, and I do want to get the base semi-finished before we end this series. I want to get it completed, of course, but I do want to make sure that we have it, at least the roof on it. If we don't get to make it out of glass, it'll still be covered and still have a roof on it. We're going to have to spend a lot of time creating or crafting the elevator track for the support pillars that we desperately need in this game. This is the only survival game that I've ever played that does not have the option of a support pillar. I would love if Cold Games would just give us that. I mean, it's just a support pillar. It's one extra building piece. We desperately need it as well. There is no fat in here. Those 8 pieces will hopefully give us, I don't know, 2 or 3 stacks of fuel, but no, definitely not. Would be nice though, right? Let's eat that. Let's go over and grab some meat from here. We do have meat here. We have everything we need to survive here. We'll have a tomato as well. Let's start the fire in a moment. We have tomatoes ready to harvest as well. Very lovely. Not complaining about that at all. Okay, let's go ahead and craft 5. Let's see if we have any seeds. That would be a good place to start. We have 1, so I need 2 more. Extract 1 seed, 2 seeds. And we'll put the rest of these in the fridge so they don't go bad. And then everything else is just loot. Let's go ahead and get these going. Oopsie. We don't have any fertilizer, very much fertilizer at all. No, we're nearly completely out of that. So I'll put you away. You go in here. Feathers don't go in here. You, and you. Nails, cordage. You can go in here. The rest of this stuff is going to go over here. You go in here. You do as well. The ammo and the ores are coming home with me. There's no need for these seeds to be here. So we're going to take them home with us as well. Okay. And how are we doing on food and drink? We do need a tiny drink of water. But let's head back out. I know the sun is setting, guys. I understand that. I'm not planning on going too far away. Just having a little look over the hill here. There's usually sometimes a crate over here. They do spawn in pretty random for the most part. But almost always you can find a crate over here. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Probably not going to happen today because I have said that you can usually find one over here. Definitely not seeing one. That's okay. We'll kill this wolf up here. Come on, Wolfie McGee. Okay, let's just kill the wolf, butcher him. Ooh, we got 2 pieces of fat this time. Very, very nice. And there's usually a bear and several wolves over the water here across the river or the stream here. Just down by the beachfront in that direction. We had a bear cross the water on our platform last season. It scared me to death. It was the first time that had ever happened. It's very, very scary. And it ended up not breaking the doorway or the door frame, but it damaged it very, very heavily. And I always forgot to repair it. So the running joke became, we're just going to leave it that way until the end of the series. And I am almost certain that we did. I would have to go back and watch a couple of the last episodes, but I am fairly certain that we left that door frame broken for most of the series, and I think it was still broken when we ended the series. I mean, I still have the save file. I could just go in there and check to make sure it was still broken. We probably have enough stuff in that file to craft this ATV without any issue. Just seems like resources are more available up here. Just grabbing a couple more animals. I'm glad I got out and started or doing a little bit of hunting because we're doing really well with fat. These wolves are giving 2 pieces of fat each, which is nice because we desperately need it. And my mom really, really enjoys these waterfalls in the game. She watches every episode and tell me that isn't gorgeous with the sun like that. Very, very pretty. But yeah, she watches every single episode of this that that I put out. She also likes the infected really well. So yeah, I always try to show these waterfalls when I'm near them just because she likes them so much. So one last look, Mama. That's for you, girl. Okay, so let's wash our hands and head back toward the base, or the outpost, sorry, because it is getting pretty late. The sun is behind us quite a bit now, so it is going to start getting pretty dark, and I don't want to be out here in the dark. The animals are scary, and I'm afraid of the dark in this game. Definitely not in real life, guys. Not afraid of the dark in real life, just so we're clear on that. But I am afraid of the dark in this game because it's pretty dangerous. What are you? A deer? A doe, a deer, a female deer? Okay. I don't understand why the deers don't have any antlers when you see them or kill them, and then they always give you some. I mean, I don't mind because we do need them for adhesive. But it's just odd to me that they don't have any antlers on their head, but they give you antlers. And they always give you two, so that's nice. There's a deer on our game camera here. Sorry, not on our game camera, on a friend of mine's game camera. I had to remember where it's from. But he has a picture of a buck with 3 horns. There's one growing out of the center of its head, like a unicorn. So that's pretty cool. It would be nice to kill that, just for no other reason than, just to have it mounted with that extra horn. It's very, very rare to see a deer like that. We do have 6 more pieces of fat, guys. Very lovely. Not complaining. We do need a bit of water in our canteen, so just want to fill that up. I do need to get up here and put the blueberries away because I don't want them to go bad. And then we didn't get a ton of loot on this trip out, but we did get some, and we did get quite a bit of fat, which is the goal. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these things away and call it a day here, guys. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate all of your support on this channel and on this series as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you're looking forward to future episodes, and I can't wait to catch you guys in the next one. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day.